What's going on, everyone? My name is Joseph Reynolds, and today joining me is a man that you should know. And if you don't know, I'm sure you're going to be hearing the name for many years to come, I'm sure. Tyler Derbyshire, obviously taking on Alex Holm at FCC in June. How are you feeling for that fight, buddy?
In April, mate.
April?
Yeah, you said June.
Getting lost.
Nah, mate. I can't wait for it. It's been cancelled, 3 times in a row now, as we said. But I can't wait to fight this guy. It's been 7 months of a camp for one guy. I just want to punch a hole through his head now. It's been too long. I just want to fight now. I've got itchy knuckles. I'm just ready. Like, I'm getting eager to fight now. I've not fought in 10 months now since like Joe Roger. And I just want to fight now, mate. I just want to rip some fucking head off. I'm not even bothered if it's Alex or anyone. I just want to hurt someone really badly.
Yeah, and when you do you have that momentum, and then there's a gap between the next fight. Do you feel as though it does sway the momentum a little bit, or have you been able to keep on that trending upwards path even without the fights there?
Oh, mate, it don't matter to me. I've been training in between the time anyway. This is my full-time job. I actually am a sad cunt without fighting. I do nothing but train, go home, watch fighting, go back training. That is literally it. That's my life. All I've done since that time, since them 10 months, is just train, get better. And I swear to God, you're going to see a massive improvement between that time. I'm not the same person when I fought Joe Frodgen, and I'm not happy with any of my performances. I don't perform like I do at the gym like I have done. I know I can perform so much better. I just can't wait to show my skills, and I just can't wait to hurt this cunt.
Yeah, and obviously you've trained in a lot of other gyms, obviously in the last 7 months as well. You've been down to Manchester Top Team, been down to Aspire, and a lot of other gyms as well. In terms of training with these different people, different styles, what's it been like for your progression as well?
Oh, it's mega, mate. But I train out of SPG, Rochdale, and Aspire now, so they're my main gyms. It's been mega going down to Aspire. All the boys have been well welcoming to me. Like, I had a lot of issues with a few of the boys before that. I fought a few of them and had a few arguments with them. But then as soon as I joined, it was the most welcoming gym that I could have been to. It's the levels there is unreal. Like, you got people all my age and my weight there. Like, you got Conor Sean McKay, who's 4-0. You got Tom Harvey, who I fought before, Lewis Lever, and then you got all the bantamweights like Jack Axworthy. You got Luke Burns as well. You got Scott Johnson, John Johnson. You got all the fucking boys there. They made me get so much better, and I've learned from them just from sparring them. Every sparring session I have is hard with them. There's not a rest round in between it.
Yeah, and now obviously still really early on in your amateur career and still really young as well. And being on these platforms, obviously FCC is now on the Fight Pass. I know the amateur card will still be on a regional pay-per-view, but in terms to be on these promotions so early on and be able to start building your brand really early, what's that been like as a fighter to get these experiences as quick as you have?
I deserve to be on them big shows, mate. That's why I said it's my fighting style. I come in and I come trying to finish you every single minute of the fight. I come and I bring it. I deserve to be on these shows. I deserve to be on these fights. I said I've never took a easy fight in my life. You know what I mean? I just want to put a performance on for everyone. I want to fucking war at the end of the day. That's all that's been in my mind for the past 7 months is I'm just going there to hurt Alex. That's all that's been on my mind. That's all I want to do. I deserve to be on these shows, and I can't wait to fight in FCC again because honestly, all the boys there look after me. Got Adam Taylor and the manager. I went to UFC London with him before. He's been mega. I just can't wait to fight on that show as well. It's been really good FCC, and I've been on UKFC and I've been on all the regional shows. I fought everywhere. I'm like a fucking gypsy with fighting. You know what I mean? I love it, mate. I'm buzzing with it.
Yeah, and preparing for the same opponent for as long as you have. In terms of being able to look at what he was doing before, do you feel as though, same as yourself, that he's going to be a different fighter and there's things that he weren't doing before that maybe he does, or how do you see this fight playing out?
Well, of course, because if I look back, I'd be hypocritical if I went looking back on it. His old fights, like when he fought Jimmy City, he can go, oh yeah, he's shit. He could have done a massive gap in between them and trained really hard, and he could have got a shit ton better in between them fights or in between that time. He's had a long gap between it as well. And if I look back on my fights, it wouldn't be fair to go back and say, oh yeah, he's not improved. He definitely has, and I know he's probably got better, but so have I, and I've got better than him. I think the difference between me and him is our discipline. Like, he'll go out, get shit, get pissed, get fucked. I'll be here, I'll be at the gym, I'll live at the gym. That's all I do. That's my life. It actually is. But I just think that's the difference between me and him, and I think it's just going to prove it. There's levels to this, and I want this more. I'm hungry, and I want to fight. You know what I mean? I want to win this. Not saying he doesn't, but I want it more than him.
Yeah, and then looking at this fight and then going onwards as well, what are some of the goals that you are looking to achieve within 2023?
Well, because I've just turned 17 and that, so this year is just about improving, getting bigger, and just improving my skills. To be fair, and then get a title shot by the end of this year, or get started the next year. I want to climb these rankings now. Alex is a good way to start it. Top 15 fighter, get into the top 10 after this. Top 5, get a belt, and that's what I'm happy with.
Yeah, and to start, obviously, really early on getting these experiences at the height of the division as well, regionally. Do you feel as though you could also maybe go pro at a really young age, or what is the sort of outline that you're looking to achieve as an amateur?
I don't know, because a lot of people are either asking me now when I'm going pro. I'm 17. I need to take my time on it, because I'll end up going pro at 19. Well, Alex age, you know what I mean? I want to be going pro then, but I need to take my time. And I know I get too eager sometimes. I just want to do everything straight away. So I just need to take my time, maybe 20, 21 or something. But I just need to calm down. I just take fight by fight, enjoy it. Just enjoy the process as well, instead of actually putting too much pressure on myself like I've had my last fights, where my head's not been screwed on because I put too much pressure on myself, thinking I need this life or death. I just need to enjoy it, enjoy training, enjoy the actual fight, and I'll perform like I do at the gym, like I do every single day.
Yeah, and obviously you've got more time to be training as well. I know beforehand you were still in school the last time I spoke to you, but now obviously you're out there and you're able to compete full time. In terms of sort of having the more time to be able to train, what sort of difference has that made?
Oh, mate, honestly, I wouldn't rather do anything in this world. I'd rather be broke and do this as my full-time job. I love it. It's all I want to do. And I want to do this for the rest of my life. I enjoy it so much. I can go in the morning, I'll wake up in the morning, go for a run, then I can go to the gym. I can train 3 times a day now, 2 times a day, every single day, over and over and over again. And I'm dedicating my life to being an absolute hard cunt, you know what I mean? I've got to walk through doors sideways now because these shoulders are getting too big. I just can't wait to fight. It's just made me get better as well as a fighter. I just can't wait.
Yeah, and even now, so obviously you mentioned some of the gyms you travel to and train to, but the main one being SBG Rochdale. In terms of sort of training there and having the coaches that there is there and the partners there, what's the sort of being like to feed off of that constantly and having that with you day in, day out?
Yeah, people like Stapes, honestly, gets your mind sharp. Every single day I'm with him. I go to the gym Monday to Sunday, just with Stapes and that as well. It's just game changing. When someone got a mindset like Stapes as well, where you can't be broken and that, it proves it with all our fighters. Every single one of our fighters are gritty, can go to deep waters, and they're technical as well. That's the thing with our gym. We're technical and we can go through deep waters. We can bite on our mouth guard and go through everything. We're even with the boys like McCauley's fighting for the belt on this as well. I think McCauley's going to absolutely steamroll this guy, and it's going to be a 2-0 fight, 2-0 for SBG.
Yeah, and then as well, sort of looking at this fight and how it going, what is the sort of ideal way that this fight goes, and what are you mostly looking to show people when you do go into this fight?
Oh, mate, I don't think it's going to go to distance. I'm going to be honest with you. I do think I'm going to finish him, but I'm ready to go 9 minutes anyway. My cardio's been unreal. Since the Joe Frodgen fight, I knew what I needed to work on. I've got a cardio and endurance coach now. I've got a strength conditioning coach. I've never done strength conditioning in my life before any of my fights before, and that's been a massive difference as well. A mobility coach as well, because like I said, I sprained my back, the ligaments in my back, when I was getting ready for the first time I fought him. So I'm never making that mistake again. I needed a mobility coach and just making this camp professional. That's all I've been doing, is making this professional. I'm not left a stone unturned for this camp. I've been in the best shape of my life for the past 10 weeks so far, for how long this fight's been confirmed since the start of the year. I've been in the best shape of my life since my back as well. So I just can't wait. I don't think it's going to go to distance. I do think I'm going to finish him, but I'm ready to go 9 minutes and I'm ready to go through deep waters. I'm ready to bite my mouth guard and absolutely bring a fucking fight to this guy.
Yeah, and then the final thing for myself is, what is it that for the people that are going to start seeing your fights, even amateur or when you go pro, what is one thing that you'll always want them to know when they see your name down on any fight card?
One, I'm a big hard cunt and I'm going to fuck this guy up. I can't wait. I'm a special fighter. I can actually bring a fight and I'm excited to watch. I might grapple, but I'm looking for a finish every single time, and I'm going to show my strike in this fight as well. I'm just going to ruin this guy. He's not going to go to distance, and I just can't wait to punch a hole through his fucking head.
But there you go. That is everything from myself. If you'd like to take a chance, shining sponsors, anything like that, obviously feel free to go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I just want to thank SBG, like always, all the boys there, all the boys at Aspire now who's made me feel welcome and helped me through this camp. Michael Wheatman as well, massive one. My strength conditioning, my aerobic endurance coach, my mobility coach, he's been unreal for me. MP Roofing, Sponsor Right, Allure, the boys anyway, they're all looking after me as well. They made this camp even better for me, made it more special.
Well, there you go. That's everything from myself. You don't want to miss out in April, not June. I got it wrong. Tyler Derbyshire versus Alex Holm. It'll be a great fight. Thank you very much for your time today, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice one, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Nice one.